call waiting patiently. Good morning, everyone. It's another fine day in Carolina. Trending hotter for the weekend, but it's nice out here this morning. If the mosquitoes would just quit biting me. The mosquitoes have been the worst all summer here the last week or two. That's really bad. Oh, it's like a trash truck on the street over there. Always something out here, always something.
Good morning, Marty. Hi.
I'm seeing a swallowtail still down on the butterfly bush. Been doing, I would say, remind research that, you know, the hummers will be here migrating through into October. The end of October wouldn't be outside of possibilities for our location, but really most of them are through by the first or second week of October. Pondering locations for Japanese maples, pondering fall tasks out in the yard, pondering Halloween tasks in the house. Instead of doing the all-day marathon, I'm doing like sections. Although, you know, I might get impatient and let it snowball into doing more in a given day than I'm thinking originally. But everything's doing good. I can't clean off that window quite as much as I want, but I did come around with the big push broom and get most of the spider webs down from several windows on the outside of the house. We leave them there on purpose, actually, to keep bugs from coming inside, because if there's spiders on the window, then they get caught and the spiders are happy and we're happy. The bugs don't get inside. But after a while, you got to ask the spider to please build a new fresh web. So that's what I did. We had a conversation and I asked them to do that. Maybe I'll spread the bag of mulch out there this morning. If when I walk out there I'm not getting bit up, I'll spread it. If the mosquitoes are bothering me, I'm going to hightail it back into the house very quickly, not dealing with mosquitoes.
Hi, good morning. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. There you go.
Nighttime, eat some chicken out of the bowl first. I put extra in. And then whatever, you know, is left or enough for Gray, I bring back to Gray. But nighttime's eating it in the morning, too. She likes to sample everyone's food. And she's the biggest meat-eating cat that I have. They all should be eating meat. But nighttime, like steak and pork and chicken and smoked salmon and shrimp. And she'll be, you know, basically she'll just eat meat. This is a 3D print. Absolutely amazing. It's time to pack up the table. And these are all the Lego flowers. It says flowers, kitchen, need, spring/summer. So they'll come back down. Their little vases and everything are all still there. All right. It's Wednesday, right? We're here. We're headed into the community center. We're going to get her done. It's always rough when we've missed a few days. Even if we were active, it's still kind of rough. Gotta say it. We're done.
Yeah, that's right. It's over.
Oh, I really worked out.
She did. She was.
I had a 5 incline, 3.2 miles per hour, and for part of that, for 15 minutes, and for part of that, I ran. Of course, I won't tell you what my heart rate was because it'll scare you guys, but
she did good.
Yeah, Making It by Bishop Gunn, a 1979 one-hit wonder, was featured as part of the workout routine today, along with a little Elton John, McFadden and Whitehead, Ain't No Stopping Us Now, and you know, I love music, the Fabulous OJs, you know, super motivational stuff. It's amazing how much faster I can go if I listen to the right music. And that's true on the exercise equipment and in the car. It like just lights me up. I did get out here, spread about half to 2/3 of that bag of mulch and put the rest of it away until I need it, and watered stuff out here today because I didn't have time to get out here yesterday. Everything's doing good. Noticed the deer have taken the first foot off of the ferns in quite a few of the places, but as long as they're just eating the ferns, they can handle it, and not my other stuff. We're good. But I still got some things to put in the ground besides the new trees, but not today. The mosquitoes are just too bad. When I put the mulch out this morning, it was full sun here, and that was fine for a little 15-20 minute chore. Mosquitoes don't like the sunshine as much as the shady parts of the yard, but I guarantee you they're just out there, just like to carry me off. So that was enough for today outside. The house is a little bit of a disaster right now as I try to pack up summer and get ready for fall, Halloween. It's coming along okay. I just got lots of little piles of stuff pretty much everywhere. This is done. I decided not to swap the tablecloth that was up there. It's really a job replacing that piece of fabric. It's not easy. But I think that looks good enough for Halloween and fall and Thanksgiving. So we'll change it for Christmas. How about that? And then in here, we've moved the boutique hotel and the French Cafe Fleur. And the art school is up here because it's tall. And yeah, so I got that stuff moved. This has got one of the buildings that was in here was brought out. There's room for 2 buildings on that shelf. And taller can go in there, so that's good. I haven't decided if I'm going to move any of these back out for Halloween this year or not. We'll see how busy the table gets. This isn't done, but it's devoid of summer stuff now. And I did leave out the beige building. I have mixed feelings about it, but that's okay because everything else on the table is gray. I did, pull this out of the other room from last year. And this, of course, is the one I'm working on that doesn't have the fancy roof on it yet. So it'll look like it fits in better after the fancy roof goes on. It's 10 after 6, around 6 o'clock. That clock's a little fast. It's 5:55. I wish we could. That's one supposed to set by radio, and A, it doesn't set by radio, and B, it's fast. It runs fast, so it's very annoying. Anyway, this is not done either, but it's devoid of summer stuff. I've got my door corners up. I put some of my Annalise in the cabinet, but that's not all of them. There must be another bin. Not all the ones I care about anyway. Yeah, and I showed you up top over there. So, yeah, I suppose it's about time to move this into the shelf on the other room. This will be fine. It's not too wide and it's not too tall. So it should be fine for the shelf in the other room. But when I find something for Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas that I want to go there, then I'll move it. Yeah, I am so tired. I have over 11,000 steps. That includes the workout, but I've also been up and down the attic stairs, and Dawn's been up and down the attic stairs for me a few times too. Anyway, you ready to go back out? You're not trick-or-treating, are you? Are you trick-or-treating?
Well, it's another plugged extruder. I had to cut the BTFE tube, but it was wore through anyway, so it isn't a big deal. If you look, you see that part that you see it changed. I'm spinning it. See, it's kind of fat. It's flattened out, so I can't get that through that way. So I'm gonna cut it off and pull it out that way. But anyway, I had to totally disassemble the extruder, and I had to actually push out this part right here because that blob had wedged this so tightly that it wouldn't. I couldn't get it out with my fingers. I was scared I was going to break something, but I was able to push the end here. It said put it on a spool. Well, I just straddled it on my vise so that the gear fell through. Anyway, should be putting it back together shortly. Well, it's back together, but I got to tell you, I think we got a little fan in there making a buzzing sound. But I do believe the filament loaded okay. I got everything back together. Hopefully I got all the cables in there and booted up, didn't show any errors. The only thing, like I said, is that this fan noise isn't exactly what it used to be, but hey, I guess I'll have Marianne order us a little fan. There's a little fan on the, well, there's this big fan right here, but that's not the fan. On the actual extruder head, there is actually a little bitty tiny fan. And that's the fan that you're hearing right there. And I don't know exactly what that fan does. Obviously cools the print head, but I don't know. Funny that it would be a fan on there.